Well, here they come out of the field. The build-up ball is over. The occasion has come at last for Cootehill and Bailieboro in this Division 2 football final that will be played here in Breffni Park on this 11th day of December 1988. And what a glorious day it is, the sun beaming down almost as if it were the middle of summer. Well, out in the centre now, the referee Michael Greenan will get this Division 2 underway any moment now. Just a moment ago you were looking there at the secretary of the Cootehill club coming off the field. So the referee out in front now gets this Division 2 final underway, and Cootehill straight away into the attack. The centre field, Patrick Lynch lobbing it up towards Seamus Kearney, the full forward. The referee blows his whistle. He will award a free to Cootehill. It will be inside the 45-metre line. A chance here for Cootehill now to open their account in the early moments. So Amby McMullen, Cootehill strengthened with the return of Amby McMullen back into their side, and well, Bailieboro on the other hand having to carry the loss, as it were, of Vincent Kelly and Kieran Riley. The ball coming down off the upright out towards this side of the field. Nicely fielded here by Damien Connell, a high kick, but it's gone out over the end line and it goes wide. So Glenn Crossan now to kick out high down into the centre. The beaming sun broken out towards the far side, picked up here on the far side and cleared way upfield for Cootehill. Sean Kearney out over the sideline on the far wing. It will be a line ball for Bailieboro. Taken by Mickey Clark, one of the three Clarks in the full back line, way up along the far side here and out over the sideline on the far wing. Line ball to Cootehill, just inside their own half of the field. Inside his own half, right-footed high chip across into the centre. Well, porous centre fieldish area, if you like. Ball pulled on out towards this side, collected here by Michael Sherlock. The referee blows his whistle and he will award a free to Cootehill inside the 45-metre line. We had a moment ago. Here's Amby, it's high, it's straight and it's over the bar. First score of the game coming there from Amby McMullen after about a minute and a half play, almost 2 minutes of the first half in fact, and Cootehill with 1 point and Bailieboro no score. Out here for Bailieboro. Certainly a side that would be anxious to tack on this league final to their under-21 success. I'm sure that Cootehill would have something to say about it, but Gene Clark pushing Bailieboro forward now, out to John Donlan, intercepted here, and the ball picked up here by Kieran McIntyre, transfers to the left corner. The referee blows his whistle there. Fancy Clark there was obstructed, and so Michael Greenan awarding a free in to Bailieboro on the 20-metre line exactly, and Francis Clark will take it. It's slightly to the left of the goal. Whether it makes any difference or not, he sends it out over the end line and he sends it wide. It was only slightly to the left of the goal, but he sent it wide, so it's 1 point to no score after 2.5 minutes of the first half. So it will be the turn now of Cootehill, full back to kick down towards this side of the field. Broken out here to the left and cleared way up along the right wing here, held back here for Bailieboro. Sean Clark tapping it across into the centre, where in turn Michael Murtha, low ball through the centre, pulled on there by Sean Kearney, broken out towards this side here where Paddy Martin adds to it way up to the left corner. It's held back here and cleared downfield by Damien McBrain for Cootehill down into the centre, but Bailieboro moving forward again now. Niall Cotter transfers into Gene Clark into the centre, right through the centre, grabbed back here by Herbie Clegg, and Herbie gets it out towards the far side where Niall Cotter appears to be out there, supposed to be right half back, but about 25 yards out from the Cootehill goal. Anyway, the ball cleared up along the far side, now where Cootehill move forward. Paul Sherlock held back here by the full-back Hughie Clark, and he clears it down along the far side and it goes out over the sideline. Side for Cootehill, in which Michael Sherlock will take. Up to the centre, but to be cleared, back outfield for Bailieboro, down towards this side. Martin Carlin going for it, got it now, inside the Cootehill half now. Decides to transfer out to the half forward, McIntyre coming back for the ball, running himself into a little bit of trouble, but covering off as Gene Clark runs out to pick it up now for Bailieboro. Outside the 13-metre line and for getting a ball. Goes back and picks it up. Nice blocking down here coming from the defence, and the ball cleared down towards the far side where John Riley's got it. Up to the centre, but who collects it? Michael Murtha right across the field towards this side. Held here for Bailieboro by Paddy Martin, and Paddy's kick is high, way out towards the left here. Broken a little bit further out, heading towards it, but the referee blows his whistle and penalising the full forward there for the foul on the full back, and he will award the free to Cootehill, and it will be about 30 metres out from their own goal, down here to our left in the shadow of the stand where the sun peeps across on this very mild December day. So, Herbie's kick up to the centre, whipped up at the second attempt here by Gene Clark, taps it across into the middle, but it's held here by John. The referee blows his whistle. He will award a free about 55 metres out from their own goal. .2, no score. We make it as the ball is sent up to the centre. Blocked back here for Bailieboro, whipped up by Paddy Martin. Paddy Martin clears it down towards this side of the field, going up. Nice fielding here by Connell, and the referee blows a whistle and awards a free to Cootehill. In the early moments, if anything, Cootehill has certainly been, well, gaining quite an amount of frees, and the referee awarding this one about 65 metres out from their own goal. Herbie Clegg to take it. Herbie moving back to his home country, as it were, back in the full-back position fairly quickly. Whipped up here now as Cootehill move forward once more. They centre forward with a shot out over the end line, and the ball drops wide. The far side, out after it here, John Riley and Niall Cotter, and the referee blows his whistle. Awards the free to Bailieboro, which is quickly taken. Cooey Brady now in the centre collects it. High ball way up towards the far side. Nicely fielded back here and tapped into Amby McMullen, who was waiting in the centre. Collects the ball now. Right-footed one right up to the middle. Nicely fielded up at the other end here, and the referee blows his whistle for the foul on Seamus Carney, and he will award the free to Cootehill about 45 metres out. A little outside the 45. So this time Amby tries to engineer a short one. It doesn't seem to have worked out really. All about to be cleared downfield here. The referee will blow his whistle and award the free to Bailieboro for the foul here on John Donlan. So it's just inside his own half of the field. Quickly taken out to the left here where Paddy Martin adds to it into the centre. Francis Clark coming out, collects the ball now outside the 45-metre line. Low ball as the referee blows his whistle, and he will award a free in to Bailieboro from where the ball landed outside the 20-metre line. From where the foul took place and the ball landed anyway, the resulting free out over the end line, and it drops wide. 1 point for Cootehill, no score for Bailieboro, and we have about 10 minutes of this first half. So Harry McCabe now to kick out for Cootehill against that bright sun. Right into the centre, Michael Murtha getting a hand, Gene Clark getting the two now and moving way upfield, 45 yards out. Ball picked up here by Paul Kelly. Bailieboro somewhat dithery there in their effort, but the ball bolted way up now towards the other end, grabbed by the full-back, gets it to his cornerback, Mickey Clark. Mickey transfers to the centre half, Cooey Brady. Cooey Brady 65 yards from his own goal, over the halfway line now. Lowest ball up through the centre, and that finds the centre half back here for Cootehill and grabs it and tears the way out towards this side of the field. Sean Clark transfers here to Martin Carlin. Martin Carlin lobbing it in. The game badly needs an injection of some form or other at this stage. Are we going to get it? A lot of fumbling and mauling here coming from the forwards. And so Cootehill about to clear their lines. And away come Amby McMullen now, way up the field now. Way out towards the far side. Something porous about the place today. Niall Cotter here on the far wing. Chip up along the far side. Collected by Mickey Clark, the cornerback, 45 metres out into the centre to John Donlan. A high ball out over the end line. Bailieboro at this stage have 3 wides and Cootehill have 1 point and they also have 2 wides. 1 point. One of the shorter kick-outs on record. In fact, the goalkeeper getting it out there to Harry. Anyway, up into the centre. Centre forward here, Paul Hayes. Way up along the far wing. Coming out there, Seamus, the referee blows his whistle and penalising there for the hand pass and so awarding a free out to Bailieboro, about 45 metres out from their own goal, as it were, with the referee and looking somewhat mystified and a decision that, well, might look a little harsh. Anyway, Francis Clark up here at the other end for Bailieboro. Oh, a floating ball, but out over the end line as the goalkeeper, Gene McGee, watches it, and the score remains 1 point, no score, in favour of Cootehill, and about 13 minutes of the first half. At 1 point in it, 14 minutes of this first half. Michael Murtha feeling out here in the centre, lobbing ball right in towards the goal mouth a little bit. Oh, it's got in, it's a goal! It's a goal! Little bit of a misunderstanding here between the full back line. And the ball broken down and it went in for a goal. 1 goal for Bailieboro and 1 point for Cootehill. And it's a goal that, well, one gets the feeling should have never came, but Bailieboro will be quite happy. Certainly the forwards were in after it in good timing and pawing, as it were, and breaking it down and so into the net. And here they come again now. Martin Carlin out to John Donlan. Blocking down here from 2 players, but the ball picked up there. Paddy Martin, a lobbing ball out towards the 13-metre area in the corner for the curling ball, and it's over the bar. This time, Paul Kelly sending it over the bar. 1 goal and 1 point for Bailieboro, and Cootehill at that 1 point. And a little atmosphere now coming into the place, and certainly when Bailieboro opened that account, well, they looked very much in the next moment or two as though they were going to mean business, and they did by tacking on a point. 1-1 to 1 point. Exactly halfway through the first half. Harry McCabe now to kick out. Good lively audience down in front. Lowish kick through the centre. Patrick Lynch heading to upfield here. All blocked down out towards the side, and the referee penalising Cootehill. He will award a free to Bailieboro about 55 yards out from their own goal, just down to our right. So, in fact, it was Sean Carney, not Paddy Lynch anyway. Although the play, Paddy Martin here in the action again, way up towards the left. Held down here in the cornerback position. Here we have Sean Carney, one of the brothers, and the ball out over the sideline down here to our right. It will be a line ball for Bailieboro. A line ball. Line ball down here in front, up along the left wing here. Francie Clark across into the centre where John Donlan. One for Gary Owen, as they say, but it's not gone wide yet or anything but. Knocked out of the hands there of Kevin McIntyre, and tapped across into Herbie Clegg, and Herbie clears it down along the far side. John Riley adding to it into the centre where Paul Hayes collects now and moves Cootehill upfield up towards Seamus Carney. Seamus with it now way out towards the far side where it's collected here by Paul Sherlock. Paul 13 metres out, ball blocked down there. pulled on here by Hughie Clark and added to by Paddy Martin down to the centre and collected then by Gene Clark. And the referee blows his whistle and he will award a free in to Cootehill, which will be inside the 45-metre line. So, Amby McMullen to take it. It's about 20 metres in from the far sideline. It was Cootehill who started off the scoring, but Bailieboro, who lead at this stage, held back here by Niall Cotter, and the referee awarding a free out to Bailieboro, about 20 metres out from their own goal. Here's Glenn Crossan now with the resulting free. Shortish one out towards Michael Murtha, but the linesman has signalled that the ball is out over the sideline on the far side. And Amby's kick right across the field here. Shoulder to shoulder effort here. Damien Connell. Ball knocked away from him. Pulled on up to the centre here for Bailieboro. Down here at the other end will be Connell for Cootehill, but Gene Clark is there to pick it up for Bailieboro. Gets it out to the far side where John Donlan now with the lobbing, hopping ball. It's heading towards the end line, and the umpire has signalled that the ball has gone out over the end line. Just over 19 minutes now of the first half. The ball is kicked down towards the centre. A lot of mauling out here in front, and the referee has decided that he will in fact throw up the ball. Referee insisting that he just wants to. A little niggling apparently going on up to the right here. Referee now coming to call order, as it were. And that sorted out, the referee throws up the ball, and just as he does, a foul here in front on one of the Cootehill men, so he will award the free to Cootehill. Referee now moving the ball some metres forward, and it will now be inside their own half of the field. A game up to now of a somewhat scrappy nature, and certainly it's not the type of game that one would expect from these great rivals. In towards the goal mouth, or the general direction thereof, Mickey Clark. Out towards the far side, curling ball, and it's gone out over the end line. The corner forward down here to the right was screaming for the pass, but the ball went wide, and the score remains 1 goal and 1 point for Bailieboro and Cootehill with that solitary point. Glenn Crossan, a shortish kick out, finds Amby McMullen. He's content, but he certainly won't be very happy with that one. Way out over the end line, and the ball dropping wide. So here's Glenn Crossan now, and again not a great kick out, but it finds Mickey Clark. Mickey putting some length into it up to the centre in the direction of the full forward, McEntee. Ball cut off out over the sideline, and it will be a line ball, I would imagine, to Bailieboro. The linesman for a moment insisting that it went off the both players, but I don't think there was any doubt whatsoever, and a line ball to Bailieboro down here to our right. So Sean Clark rather to take it. 3 Clarks, as I say, in the full back line. Right footed, high up through the centre. Patrick Lynch grabbing it back here for Cootehill. Gets it out towards the far side. Breaks on the loose, the centre forward. Now into Amby McMullen, out now to the far left. A chance here now for Cootehill. John Riley with the low ball, but it's gone out over the end line. John there with a golden opportunity. Nice move coming from Cootehill, but the execution not so good. Crossan to kick out once more. Down into the centre. Nicely fielded here by Patrick Lynch. Still Patrick Lynch. Kick half smothered, but held back here for Bailieboro by the centre half back. Hughie Brady up through the centre. Up at the other end, Cootehill Cross into the centre now to McMullen. Amby McMullen with the hopping dangerous ball in towards the goal mouth now. Breaking to the left corner for us on the 13-metre line. His kick is blocked down and the ball has gone out. Oh, it's gone wide, believe it or not there. But again, a nice opportunity there coming with Kevin O'Carney in possession. But the whole defence seemed to descend on him, as it were, and the ball out over the end line. So the quick kick out now that finds Cooey Brady. Cooey Brady up through the centre. Held here at the other end by the opposite number. Sean Carney rather. Sean Clark now for Bailieboro out towards the far side where McIntyre tries to link up, but it doesn't really work out for him all that well. And Damien Connell there, and the referee awarding the free to Cootehill, and this one will be about 50 metres out from the Bailieboro goal. 1-1 to 1 point. Just a goal in it. Almost 25 of the 30 minutes gone in this first half. A high floater, as it were, right in towards the goal mouth. The corner back breaking it down. A shot there from the left corner way over to the far side, where it is collected and sent across towards this side. Thumped out there by the defender out over the end line. The ball coming across there from Paul Sherlock. So it will be a 45. 45. Should he send it over the bar, Cootehill would narrow the gap and have 2 points, but it's going out towards the right, and the umpire has signalled that it did so, and the score remains. Glenn Crossan trying a short kick out here, and the referee alleging that Sean Clark touched the ball on the ground, so he will award a free in. Just outside the 20-metre line. In fact, the referee now seems to be going to throw up the ball. Murtha breaks it out. It breaks to John Riley. He takes the shot and he sends it over the bar. 2 points for Cootehill, 1 goal and 1 for Bailieboro. 26 minutes of the first half. And a score there coming from something somewhat unusual incident there. The short kick out coming and Sean Clark going to it very close to the ground, and the referee coming in and throwing up the ball. So here's Glenn Crossan to kick out. On towards this side. Shoulder to shoulder. Patrick Lynch pulling here in desperation. Cut across into the centre. Martin Carling gets it in now to John Donlan. And the referee blows his whistle, penalising the defence here. He will award a free in to Cootehill inside the 45-metre line. So here's Paul Kelly now coming up, right-footed one, swinging in towards the goal mouth, a lowish ball. Cut out Francie Clark with a chip out towards the far right, but it's held. The referee blows his whistle and he will award a free out. Awarding the free out to Cootehill, 13 metres out from their own goal there for the foul on Michael Sherlock. So there's just 2 points between them now. And here's Harry with the kick down towards this side, and the ball punched out over the sideline, and line ball to Bailieboro. Little difference of opinion as to which way it should be going, but anyway, Harry McCabe grabbing the ball and clears it down into the centre, down under it Paddy Martin, Michael Murtha, and the ball picked up here and tapped out towards this side now, where Cootehill move forward now. Damien Connell way up along the right here into the right corner where Kevin O'Carney's got it, curling it in towards his brother outside the 13-metre line. Seamus with the curling ball, and it's over the bar. It's over the bar. Seamus Carney taking it from his brother, sending the ball over the bar. It's one that had it been a little bit lower, it might have been a good deal more, but he was content with the point. They have now 3 points, and Bailieboro have 1 goal, and they also have 1 point. Bailieboro. We make it that the referee calls for the ball. Referee calling for the ball. I was just about to say that there was about 30 minutes of this first half, or just ticking over the 30, and the referee calling for the ball because it is half time. 1 goal and 1 point for Bailieboro at half time. Cootehill have 3 points. They had numerous chances chances possibly on both sides, but this was a first half that certainly did not live up to the expectations, well, that one might expect from both these sides, but perhaps the second half may have the goodies on this very fine day here in December. Their appearance back out on the field here for the second half, and I'm sure they'll just want to add to that appearance in a way that they will be anxious for to take this Division 2 title, and Bailieboro, of course, on the other hand, likewise. And any moment now we will have the Bailieboro side. Incidentally, both these teams have been promoted in recent times, and Bailieboro, well, 2 points clear, if you like, of their counterparts, having just lost one of their 13 outings. And of course they drew in 3 matches as well. Cootehill drew in 2, and they also lost 2, which leaves them 2 points behind, but nevertheless into Division 1 for 1989. And to see that the stage is set for this second half. 1 goal and 1 point for Bailieboro at half time, and Cootehill have 3 points. It would appear that Damien Connell now is playing at centre field for Cootehill in this second half. Referee picks up the ball and gets the second half underway, and as in the first, Cootehill moving forward, but that forwardness will be broken up by John Donlan. Nevertheless, centre forward here, Paul Hayes with the ball. In towards the general direction of the goal mat, the ball knocked away there from the full-back, Hughie Clark. Rooted out into the centre, collected here by Hughie Brady, and Hughie with the high one way out towards Francis Clark on the far side now as Bailieboro move forward. 40 metres out, a high ball, a very high one from inside the 45-metre line, coming from Francis Clark and sending it over the bar. 1 goal and 2 for Bailieboro, and Cootehill 3 points. Harry McCabe now to kick out for Cootehill. 2 points between them, down towards the centre. Andy McMullen doesn't quite hold on. The referee blows his whistle, and he will award a free out here in the centre to Cootehill. Sort of go slow, as it were, around the place. 65 metres out. So here's Sean Carney now. One of the 3 brothers lobbing it in, going out towards the right, breaking down here, held by the corner forward, gets it back out now to Andy McMullen. And it could be very vital, very expensive. It's out over the end line. So Lennon Crossan now to kick out. High down towards the centre. A lot of crowding around the centre field area. Out towards the far side where Andy McMullen picks it up here now. Trying to see if he could spot somebody on the loose inside, but that somebody for a moment was almost Niall Cotter. Ball knocked away here from the corner back, Mickey Clark. Mickey has a second attempt at it. The ball heading towards the sideline, saved from going over. Very close to the sideline, whipped up here by the centre half back, Hughie Brady. Gets it up now to Michael Murtha. Murtha across into the centre towards Donlan. Donlan tapping it a little bit further upfield now to McEntee. Patrick McEntee with it 35 metres out. He takes a shot and he has sent it wide. But the referee has blown his whistle. The referee will award a free in to Bailieboro about 25 yards out. Foul, the late tackle, it's over the bar. The late tackle there on Patrick McEntee. He sends it over the bar. Oh, here's Harry McCabe now to kick out. Down towards the far side, Paddy Martin breaking it with Andy McMullen. McMullen right-footed up through the centre now. Nicely brought down back here by Cotter, and he in turn brought down the quick free. Michael Murtha out to Paddy Martin on the far side. Left-footed one right up to the centre. Comes into the hands of the defence and down into the centre now, where Cootehill move forward again now. Out here is Paul Sherlock, but breaking the ball to the man in red, and he clears it way up. The referee blows his whistle, and he will award a free to Cootehill 65 metres out from their own goal. Just to our right. So Harry McCabe to take the kick. 3 points between them. High, the breaking ball collected here for Bailieboro and cleared downfield by Hughie Brady out towards Francie Clark on the far side, with McBreen after him. He nibbles the ball, as it were, into the centre, and it's picked up here, and Colin clears it down along the far wing. Kevin O'Carney, low ball up towards Seamus, his brother, coming out with the full back. Hughie Clark down along the ground. Damien Connell now moving Cootehill forward, and I was about to say that Damien could have been possibly a little bit lucky there for the charge, but the referee come in here with a somewhat belated free, and he will award the free out to Bailieboro. Not a great one. The man that was deemed to have charged with the ball, Connell, back in now as Cootehill moving forward. Now a chance from Carney. Shot, a goal! It's a goal. Kevin O'Carney there, and crashing the ball into the back of the net. The sides are level. Kevin Oak there taking the ball and burying it into the back of the net. Free that Bailieboro were awarded. It looked for a moment as though they were going to swipe the whole play back up the field, but the ball went directly to Damien Connell and he got it back in. Kevin O'Carney, perhaps this game will get off the ground. But what does one expect coming up to the days of Christmas? Certainly both sides must be commended. Here's Connell again now with a high one, very high, higher than longer, coming down now. Held here for Bailieboro and clears down to Hughie Brady. Hughie Brady 50 yards out from his own goal, across into Paddy Martin. Paddy Martin's pass going somewhat astray, but Bailieboro picking up the pieces now, and John Donlan forced to play it back to Paddy Martin, and Paddy gets it up through the centre now, and the breaking ball. Cootehill now beginning to get a grip at this stage. Having said that, up here at the other end, Bailieboro get the grip that they want, and back here is Sean Carney. Sean Carney low up through the centre. Amby McMullen's got it now, 45 metres out. It's high, it's gone out over the end line. Had it gone over, it would be a nice one. The score remains 1-3 apiece. At this point in time, the trophy that it is all about, and that, well, Cootehill or Bailieboro, should it be, one or the other, well, will be very anxious indeed for to receive this cup. What a nice Christmas present it would be. The referee, as I say, was calling for some form of assistance there from Herbie Clegg there, with an almost Lourdes-like recovery, if you like, having some problem with his fingers, but he has resumed his place. Herbie, one of the very well-known established players on this Cootehill side, way up into the right corner. Seamus Kearney breaking it now. Here's a chance for Cootehill right across the goal mouth, and it's boxed in, and it's boxed out over the end line. Paul Sherlock getting his hand to it there from the cross, but he was possibly too close for comfort to the goal area, and the ball out over the end line, so it's just an ordinary kick out. Patrick Lynch collecting the break. The referee blows his whistle, and Paddy had no place to go. Awarding the free out to Bailieboro. It will be about 45 metres out from their own goal. Right up through the centre, pulled on there by the full forward, McEntee. Racing out after it here, Paul Kelly. Kelly with the ball, 13 metres out. He's trying to make an angle for himself. The ball is blocked down. It will be a 45. So here's Francie Clark now with the 45. Oh, delightful over the bar. Back into the lead. 1-4 to 1-3 from that 45-metre spot. Ball kicked down into the centre here. Collected. Murtha up through the centre for Bailieboro now. As they move forward again, and Clark with a high lobbing ball right in towards the goal mouth. It's breaking out here. And it's gone out over the end line. It's a 50. A very close shave, but a 50. So Francie Clark this time. Very close one. Whipped up by M.B. McMullen fairly quickly. And a little bit of difference of opinion way up in the other corner, but the ball clears down into the centre anyway. And here we have Mickey Clark now moving Bailieboro forward, lobbing it back in towards the goal mouth. The ball is broken down and held back here by McMullen. Ball knocked away from him, but whipped up by Harry McCabe, and Harry McCabe way up along the far side. Down under it there, Mickey Clark. Still Mickey Clark, 45 metres from his own goal, out over the sideline on the far side. So the line ball now up along the far side. Broken down all right, but Paddy Martin gets it out. Here's John Donlan now in the centre, and John now moving upfield, gets it up towards Gene Clark, 40 yards out. Lobbing ball, but it goes out over the end line. 1-4 to 1-3, 1 point between them. Ball kicked down towards the centre now. A few mishits, and then McMullen gets it up. John Riley breaking down into Patrick Lynch. Patrick Lynch now, ball knocked away from him. The referee allows play go on. A lot of scrappy play down here in front, and the referee has blown his whistle, and he will award a free to Cootehill about 55 metres out. One point between them. M.B. McMullen now to take the kick. Up he comes now, right-footed one. It's lobbing right in towards the goal mouth at break. John Riley gets a hand to it. It's held back here by Sean Clark rather, and Sean grabs and clears out towards this side of the field. And the referee will award a free here for a foul. Referee awarding a free to Bailieboro about 50 yards out from their own goal. Referee having a word with one of the defenders. The free will be to Bailieboro outside the 45-metre line. We make it that they're almost 17 minutes of the second half. Sean Clark up along the right here, bundled out over the sideline down here to right would be Harry McCabe, but the referee's whistle had sounded and he will award the free to Cootehill. A free to Cootehill, 45 metres out from their own goal. And a nice lengthy kick across into the centre coming from Harry. Referee blows his whistle and penalising the Cootehill man. Free outfield to Michael Murtha and Bailieboro. Mickey Clark on the far side. Martin Carlin, and the referee blows his whistle. He will award a free. One point between them with about 18 minutes gone in this second half. Francie Clark with the lowest one, Patrick McEntee after it, but so also Paul Kelly and Bailieboro now trying to engineer their forwards into a scoring position. A high curling ball that goes way out towards the right, anything but wide. Gene Clark in after it, and the referee blows his whistle and he will award a free out to Cootehill, 13 metres out from their own goal. So they free to Cootehill now as Bailieboro introduce Gary Miller into the game. It will be 13 metres from their own goal. 1-4 to 1-3. Just over 19 minutes. Up comes Harry now. Down into the centre now. May have heard Jean Clark gone off. And Miller comes in for Bailieboro as Cootehill move forward, but that forwardness again broken up now. All cleared downfield. And way up through the centre now. Back here is the centre half back. And the centre half back being Sean Carney, and Sean Carney moving way upfield, way out towards the Paul Hayes on the far sideline, heading towards but saved from going over. Still Paul Hayes, 35 yards, the referee blows his whistle and he will award a free. Short one, John Riley collects it, it works out all right for him, but the referee has blown his whistle and give credit for the goal being Kevin O'Carney. And if one, well, were to go by the programme, as it were, Kevin O with 15 here in front and Paul Sherlock with 13, I think we could swap that around. Here's John Riley. The referee to take the free. It's one that could lob in around the house. Here he comes now, floating right in towards the 13-metre area. Picked up here, or about to be picked up, is it? The referee blows his whistle and penalising the forwards there for touching the ball apparently on the ground. So the ball belted way up through the centre. Fancy Clark coming down to it, didn't quite get to it. The referee allowing the play go on. But out here is Martin Carlin. Martin Carlin into the centre where it is held here by Clark with the curling ball hopping in towards the goal mouth. The referee blows his whistle for a push in the back. A free out to Cootehill, in which Harry McCabe will take with about 9 minutes left in the game. 7 points to 6, 1 point between them. Bailieboro in front, and here comes Harry with the kick. Right through the centre. Breaking ball here, picked up fairly quickly. And the referee blows his whistle, penalising well, referee having spotted something there, and by McMullen apparently involved in it, though from the expressions on his face, well, he seems completely innocent, but the referee turning the play right around anyway. The quickly taken free that finds McMullen, and here's Amby now, 65 metres now, moving Cootehill now from defence into attack and tapping it. It was a too high. Oh, a lot of fumbling here. Seamus Carney gets it across into the centre now where Connell's got it. Connell losing the ball. The ball is picked up here for Bailieboro. Paddy Martin with it, and still Paddy Martin, and the referee has blown his whistle and he is going to throw up the ball. Poor old Paddy. The referee deciding to throw up the ball there, and that's precisely what he does between Seamus Carney and Paddy Martin. And here's Seamus Carney out to the right now to Paul Hayes, 35 metres out, high in towards the goal mouth. The breaking ball, the goalkeeper again. The referee blows his whistle. The referee awarding a free out. So Glenn Crossan to take it. Still that 1 point between them. About 7.5 minutes left in the game now, down towards the far side. Well, you can see a lot of mauling and a lot of fumbling, and I do believe that the referee will again decide to throw up the ball. So, this time it will be between Seamus Carney and Hughie Brady apparently, and the referee insisting that all players keep back, with the exception of those two. Kevin Oak losing control for a moment, Paul Hayes in after it. Kevin Oak tapping it now further now, and here's a chance for Cootehill. The shot that's gone in, and it's over the bar. It's over the bar. To kick out. 1-4, 1-4, and just over 5. High into the centre, Connell breaks it down, Riley adding to it upfield now, and the ball broken out here from Kevin O'Carney. It will be picked up by Hughie Clark, or half picked up anyway. Sean Clark with it now, 30 metres out, up along this side here. where Niall Cotter got it now, gets it further upfield now, and away come Bailieboro now, 45 metres out, tapped across into the centre, but the pass going somewhat astray, and Harry McCabe grabs it and clears it down towards this side, where it will be collected by Michael Sherlock, up to John Riley. Riley across into the centre. Sean Kearney doesn't quite add to it, but the referee blows his whistle and awards a free to Cootehill, and it will be about 55 yards out from their own goal. About 55 yards out. Referee having a word with Patrick McEntee, it would appear. So, with the sides level and less than 5 minutes left in the game. Emergency meeting, as it were, between Amby McMullen and the man that's going to take the free, Damien Connell. So here's Damien now. The next score could certainly be very vital. It's a very lengthy one, right in towards the goal mouth. That breaks now, and it's in, and it's over the bar, and they're in the lead. Paul Sherlock grabbing, sending over the bar. 1-5 to 1-4 in favour of Cootehill, with about 4 minutes left in the game. Crossan to kick out. 1 point between them. Can Cootehill, well, now that they're back in Division 1, move back into the big times, or Bailieboro, who have tasted success in recent times, well, tack this one on to that under-21. Back here is the centre half back. The referee blows his whistle. Sean Kearney being fouled and awarding the free to Cootehill, about 35 metres out from their own goal. And it's as many in from the far sideline. Let's put it that way. About 3.5 minutes left in the game. Oh, a nice long free, right up to the centre. Grant back here for Bailieboro by Hughie Brady. Breaking out here to the left and collected and cleared down there by Herbie Clegg towards this side, this hopping ball. Oh, nice anticipation. The referee allows play go on now. And here we've Kevin O'Carney way out to the right. But it's not gone wide. It's held out there on the far side. A curling ball that's gone in, and it's over the bar. It's over the bar. A very, very valuable point coming at a very psychological moment there for Cootehill. And that leaves the score now 1-6 to 1-4. Attacking again now, out towards this side, but the attack broken up. And the ball cleared way up through the centre. Held back here at the other end for Cootehill. Sean Kearney way out towards the far side. Out after it, Paul Hayes. And the ball gone out over the sideline. The linesman has signalled a line ball. So here's the line ball now. Little nudge there coming from behind. Anyway, Niall Cotter back here for Bailieboro. And the referee blows his whistle. He will award a free in. Cootehill at this point in time certainly having everything going for them. Having said that, they're playing in what we sometimes describe as a danger zone. They're that 2 points in front, and we make it that there are over 29 minutes gone in this second half. So, Amby with the chip and the ball out over the end line, and the score remains 1-6 to 1-4. Coming very close to the final whistle. We're now going over the 30 minutes, down towards the far side, but it's by no means over. Till now, moving forward once more, 45 yards out, transfers here to Kearney, or curling ball in towards the goal mouth, the general direction thereof. Anyway, it's held back here by Sean Clark. Shortish clearance to the centre that finds John Donlan. The referee blows his whistle and awards a free to Bailieboro. Well, games have been won and lost in the dying seconds, as it were, of not only finals but indeed ordinary championship or league games, and this one is as I say, by no means over, and the referee will award a free to Bailieboro for the foul here on Martin Carlin, and it will be about 40 yards out from the Cootehill goal. Francis Clark to take it. He's trying a quick one, and he gets it in all right, and the referee blows his whistle and awards a free for the foul on Paul Kelly, and it will be dead straight in front of the goal. Whether they will try blasting operations with this one or not, well, it remains to be seen. Certainly it's a free that I'm sure Cootehill were glad to see, in a sense, because, well, oh, it looks as though he's going to try blasting. Low and hard, and it's deflected over the bar. Damien Connell, I think it was, got his fingers to it. It went over the bar, and it now means that there's 1 point between them, but it was certainly very close there, and it did go over the bar. 1-6 to 1-5, and Cootehill coming very close to making history with just over 31 minutes of this second half. Referee waving on the play. 9 points to 8. Harry McCabe to kick out. Down into the centre. Broken across towards this side. Pulled on by John Riley. Down there to Seamus Kearney. And here they move forward now. It's transferred out to the left to Sherlock on the 13-metre line. He takes a shot. And the Division 2 final resting. Paul Sherlock there, moving in, advancing forward with the goalkeeper at his mercy. He took the shot, and that was that. 2-6 for Cootehill, 1 goal and 5, and the ball kicked out into the centre. The referee called for the ball, and the game is over. Cootehill have 12, and Bailieboro have 1 goal and 5 points. Well, it was a game that never really ignited, but in those closing moments, as oftentimes happens, well, it became exciting, and certainly Cootehill got a grip there in the closing stages, though they were playing in a tricky and danger zone. But that goal there in the closing seconds, well, it put the issue way and beyond doubt. Well, here comes Herbie Clegg, the captain of this Cootehill side that will certainly treasure this victory coming up to the dark days of Christmas, being congratulated down in front by the vice chairman of the Cavan County Board, a man that played along with the Gallaghers and the Keyses back in the 60s, and I'm talking about Tom Maguire.
make a big for the efficient handling of this match and for acting for top country board during the past year. He's always been a top class player. Well, at this stage now, I will present the cup to Harvey Kelly.
Well, there it is, the cup being presented to the captain, Herbie Clegg, and what an elated captain, and indeed what an elated bunch of followers they have down in front, and I'm sure that Herbie has something to say also. Well, there you have it, and certainly scenes of jubilation down in front. Jubilation that, well, many people in the area felt was, well, possibly long overdue, but there's no doubt whatsoever about it that when they came about doing it, well, they'd done it in style. And even when the pressure was on the Cootehill side there in the closing stages, well, they'd done something that was very important. They kept their cool, and in the end they scored 2 goals and 6 points, and Bailieboro scored 1 goal and 5. And in a moment or so we hope to have a word with some of the players or captain of the side that were involved in this success. A success, as I say, that comes, well, not only as a great, well, effort and a great reward for all the work that they've done down the year, but in fact it comes, well, as a Christmas bonus, as it were, as well. Down in front now, at the moment, we're watching the Cootehill side, this victorious Cootehill side that, as we said at the beginning, well, were promoted from Division 2 up to Division 1, as were their counterparts here today. And, well, promotion is one thing, but winning Division 2 final is, well, it's just something else. This is a big day in the lives of many Cootehill people. They look very much forward.
It is indeed, and I'm very proud to be part of it. It's a great football tradition in Cootehill. When I was a young lad, I was very proud when I was following the first Cavan County teams to know Hughie Riley and Louis Blessing and Willie Conley, all those great Cootehill names. Now I'm very happy as parish priest in Cootehill to be part of the new scene, the new footballers who will bring glory to Cootehill. hopefully to the county.
Yeah, I know it's won and wrapped up now, but it looked as though it might have been in jeopardy there in the closing minutes. You were a point in front and anything could have happened, but what happened in your favour.
Thank God for that. Maybe the superior fitness and enthusiasm of the Cootehill team pulled them through. Bailieboro were very good and played a good sporting game, and I was very happy and proud to be there.
Okay, Canon, it's very nice talking to you. Thank you very much. Tom Farley. Well, I know, lads, that this is a very important evening as regards football in Cootehill, and it's one that was possibly overdue, but it was good a year in the end.
Oh, yeah, it was. Well, I was a bit frustrated for long periods of that game today. I thought they were still in it and they were getting it very hard to clinch it.
Yeah.
But they got it in the end, and it was a great victory.
Indeed.
Yeah, and I must say that I think it was determination won that game for Cootehill today.
Yeah.
They kept at it all the time, and in the end they deserved to win.
Yeah. Is there much difference in that type of football and what you played? Obviously there is.
I'm going back to the 53, 54 and 55 team. Cootehill won the championship 3 in a row. And I'd say it's faster now.
Yeah.
But in those days it was more catch and kick.
Yeah.
Every man for man, and you had to catch your ball and kick it or you weren't in it at all. But there's more combination now, and I think it's a lot faster at the present time. Yeah.
Cootehill could have possibly wasted a couple of chances in the first half, and it looked as though they had a certain goal or two. Did you feel at that stage that it was slipping?
At that stage they had it let slip.
Yeah.
But they got their act together, as Paddy says, towards the end.
Yeah.
And it was long overdue anyway.
Were they confident going in or overconfident now?
I wouldn't say so. Once you're playing Bailieboro, you can't be overconfident.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure that having won that, the Bailieboro would be one of the first clubs to congratulate Cootehill, because really it was a success that was overdue, as it were.
I have no doubt, but that'd be Bailieboro's wishes.
Yeah.
No doubt about that.
Yeah.
Even in the olden days, in the years gone by, Cootehill could never beat Bailieboro. Very, very rarely would they beat them.
Yeah.
Bailieboro, Cootehill were going for 4 championships. And Cootehill were hot favourites at the time with the Gallagher's and the Keyses and all good footballers.
That's right.
And Bailieboro beat us out there by a point in the 1957 final.
That's right.
Yeah.
After having a great year and a great team, still beat us. It's going to be that for the next 100 years as far as I can see. Cootehill is going to get it hard to beat Bailieboro.
Probably
They always get it hard to beat Bailieboro.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, Christmas is round the corner, and it was a very nice Christmas present. You're also in Division 1 for next year. So, gentlemen, thank you very much for talking. It's very nice talking to you. Call you Herbie and they call you Martin, and I suppose at this stage you don't really care what to call you.
No, it's usually Herbie. I'm getting Martin an odd time but it doesn't matter to me now. I'm a happy man today to win that trophy.
Were you all that happy with 5 minutes to go?
I always thought we had the upper hand of them, all through the match. It was just a matter of scoring. When we'd score, but we came through and got a couple of scores. I was happy.
Yeah. And you wasted a couple of good chances in the first half.
First half, we missed an awful lot.
Yeah.
But it all came right in the second half. We didn't miss too much.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure that it's a result that Cootehill were bargaining for in a while. I know they've won before. It wasn't the end of the world. They were out of it, maybe in the doldrums there on and off, but this makes up for an awful lot. You're promoted to Division 1 and you have this Division 2 title and Christmas round the corner. What a way to celebrate it.
Yeah, it's very good. Yeah. I'm happy, and the players are happy. And
Yeah.
we can't do much more than go out and win and stay up in Division 1 next year. That's what we'll be
Well,
trying.
you have a lot of celebrating to do. I'm not going to delay you. Thank you, Martin,
Thank
for
you very
talking.
much.
Yeah, well, here in Breffni Park, coming up to Christmas, the 11th of December, we're going to wrap it up, as it were, with a man that had possibly the first say, and he's also going to have the last say, and that was the trainer of this successful Cootehill side in 1988. Sean, first of all, congratulations. Well done. How did you do it?
Thanks very much, Michael. It was a long, hard slog. It started last January in the mud and the rain in O'Reilly Park, Cootehill, and from then on we've got through the first round of the championship.
Yeah.
We set off at the beginning of the year more or less to maintain team spirit rather than 15 individuals. So we built on that formula, on a team spirit, and it paid off. We went down badly to Templeport in the second round of the championship, but we maintained the spirit of the team, and that's how we won out on the day as well. That it's more or less a 15-man unit rather than 15 individuals. That's what done it for us.
Really what you were saying, like Cootehill, they've been there or thereabouts in the last number of years, but an awful lot of it has got to do with the mind, that it's in the mind, and there were times, I suppose, when they didn't really believe in themselves. They seem to have that belief, though, in this year.
They had it, as I say, that's one of the formulas we worked on, was to build up the confidence in the lads, and it's a very important factor. It's as important a factor as overall fitness.
Course, yeah.
And it seemed to pay off today. There was times it looked as if it was going to fall down, but I think, you know, it paid off, and the general spirit of the thing was very good. Even not getting away, of course, from the fitness level, that was excellent on the day as well.
Yeah.
But we have a young side, and as well as that, we have guys that are knocking around there for years. There's guys there for maybe 10. It could be maybe more, but I certainly haven't been involved in the club that long. This is my first year with it, and I'd like to maybe mention PJ Carroll, who done a lot of the spade work for me the last 2 years, and it just so happens I get some of the glory for some of the work he's done. But let's hope whoever continue on for me, I'll have spade work done for them.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
well, having said all that, you know, in the course of training and going and getting ready for matches and that type of thing, did they agree at all times? Like, you know, were they good to work with? How did you, you know, get on with the fellas?
I always seemed to have great rapport with them. Possibly, I'd say, because it was part of the setup that we had. I had been part of the junior B team and got on well with most of the lads, and I seemed to be just one of the lads.
Yeah.
And then this year, when I was asked to take on training, I was more shocked than anybody. I hadn't figured myself ever as a trainer, and lads came to me and approached me and said, you know, you'd fit in nicely. So I think that could have been the governing factor on that.
Yeah.
Like, that I was part of the setup for so long and just seemed to fit in unnoticed, more or less, you know. Yeah. Nobody looked up to me as being a new messiah, so to speak, you know. So I think that the fact that I was there and all along, and I just seemed to fit in.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, certainly you've got the reward for it, Sean, and it's great for Cootehill. It's great for a club that's as old as Cootehill and a club that are as anxious as Cootehill, and we take this opportunity of congratulating you and the very best of luck in 1989, and from everybody in Breffni Park, thank you for being with us, and Slán Agaibh Golair. Finished the Who gone from Breffni Park, but it doesn't look that way. We have the chairman now, Tony McCabe, and Joy Hayes, or Mrs. Hayes, whatever, I'm sure she doesn't. Joy, on the evening of joy, I suppose it could be said, for Cootehill.
Yes, indeed, Michael. We're all delighted. We've waited a long time to get here, and we're very pleased to be here.
Yeah. Well, I know, like, you're secretary of the team, but what exactly went on in the background? I know it has to be said, I suppose, there were times when you couldn't be in with the lads when they were talking. That you have to face up to that. But what went on, or how close to them could you go?
Well, I've been with them all the way.
Yeah.
They don't let me into the dressing room.
Yeah.
That's about as far as I get. They leave me outside the door. Mind you, today they didn't care.
Yeah, I can imagine that. Yeah. Tony, you must be very pleased.
I'm very pleased as chairman of the club. I'd like to congratulate the team and mentors and all the spectators. It's 15 years now since we won the Senior League, and it's long overdue, as you know, and on that note I would like to congratulate the team and everyone that was connected with it.
Yeah. There were some great names around Cootehill. I'm sure we won't mind talking about the Gallaghers, the Keys, the Rileys. There were some great names back the years.
That's right. Well, actually, I was speaking to an old-time footballer last Monday in Mullingar, the name of Gene Doherty. He'd won the great footballs. Paddy Kyle's over here too. He was another great footballer. And the Doc McCabe, his two sons, a son playing and a son on a subs.
Yeah.
Then we had Brian Shamrocks, the later years. I played with Brian and Kiwi and Ian McCabe and Brendan McCabe. Could go on, you know.